to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James in the studio with me.
Hello.
Looking greatly disheveled like he's been lost in the woods all weekend, trying to find his way home with no compass.
I kind of feel like that.
I mean, your hair looks greasy. Your beard doesn't look like it's had any oil in it or a good brushing. You just look kind of poor.
I did have the shower on Friday.
Oh, God. Okay, let me ask this question since you brought that up.
Uh-oh.
I personally think it's quite disgusting that a man gets into the bed unclean. Because y'all's unclean is totally different than a girl's unclean.
So that's why it's okay for you to not have a shower every other day or so?
Yeah, like I will do, sometimes I'll do every day or I'll skip a day.
Okay.
But when I get into bed, I don't stink because I still do like a whole bath before I get into the bed. You don't, and I don't know if we've discussed this before, but producer James probably shits on average 10 times a day.
It's a little less than that.
Not much. Seven. If I think I have to go to the restroom, he's already in the bathroom. If I know I've got to go to the restroom, he's already in the restroom. If I look right in the direction of the restroom, he's already in the fucking restroom. It is like, I feel like I should just be built my own separate restroom. I don't like sharing a bathroom with a man. Y'all are gross. Y'all are like sharing a restroom with a little boy. No, I'm serious. It's disturbing to me. So if someone shits that many times a day, you need a full bath. You damn near need a salt and vinegar bath to really get in there good. So I don't like that. To me, that's almost a level of unattractive because you stink. And now you tell me, and you're going to get your dirty ass in the bed tonight.
Nope, not tonight.
Oh, I know, not now. That you haven't taken a shower since Friday.
It may have been Saturday.
No, it's Friday. Yeah. So that means you have had, okay, let's say he shits 10 times a day. So he shit 10 times Friday, 10 times Saturday, and 10 times Sunday. So that's 30 shits. And you want to get on my fucking sheets. Right?
I mean, that's where my bed is.
Well, you're about to have a pull-out bed. Because that's just gross to me. Like, you're not clean.
Well, I have my side, and apparently you don't come over there very often.
No, because I can smell things that are coming from your side of the bed.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just...
Okay. So let me get this straight. So the double standard is I, as a guy, need to take a shower every day. And you can skip a day and it's okay.
I can skip a day and no one smells me.
Okay.
Because I don't poop every day, as you guys know.
You're getting better, though.
Yeah, I have to take a laxative every damn day. I have to drink Miralax to get things flowing.
But you're almost there.
I ain't been right since that gallbladder surgery. It's like I got to talk to my bowels and talk to my intestines and be like, guys.
It's like you're a coach now.
Yeah, I have to coach it through. I mean, there's sometimes I sit there and I'm just like, okay, we can do this. Like I have to remind, there's been times since all of my health issues, there have been moments in time where I have had to talk to my body and say, we can do this. Like one time after a surgery, I couldn't pee. And it was really, 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 really bad. Could not pee at all. And I was like, guys, we've done this since literally birth. We have been able to urinate. When I tell you, there's no worse feeling in the world than having to pee and you just physically cannot pee. And I sat there coaching and doing like the prayer before a big game so I wanted to be able to pee.
You really did. I mean, you pulled like a full Friday Night Lights huddle with your bladder and urethra and other parts.
Yeah, that is, when people say some of the worst feelings, that was a really bad feeling of, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't pee because now I'm at risk of actually endangering myself because my bladder is going to burst. And you can feel it. You push, but then the pee just doesn't come out. It's a bad feeling.
See, it's one thing to hold it for too long, but
you can still release it.
Yeah. You're trying not to pee.
This you cannot release it, and this has happened to me twice, and it is horrific. Yeah. So, anywho, I don't know how we got on all that. But men,
You
take a
started with how
shower.
dirty I was,
Yeah. So
and then somehow that went into pee.
yeah, you know how we do. So Friday night I was watching what are we on? Life After Lockup.
Yep.
And one of the couples, Michael and Justine. And if you ever want to hear a full recap of that show, you can find me every Monday on Pinkshade Podcast as we break down the love after, the life after, and the love during
All the
episodes.
lockups.
All the lockups. We recap them, Mary Payne and I. Mostly Mary Payne, and I just do lots of rude comments and make sounds. Um,
Like sniffles.
like sniffles and coughs that I got called out on iTunes about. I was really sick that day. I probably shouldn't have recorded. I felt horrible. The weather here in Texas, it went from like 78 to like 40, and I'm always a nasally, sniffly person, but it was really bad that particular day. Like I was like, man, I feel horrible, but I'm also fucking professional, and I went to work that day. Okay. Only to wake up 2 days later and see a bad review on iTunes begging me. Well, first she said she loved the podcast, so I'll give her that.
Which is weird. She left a 1 star, but her first comment was, "I love the podcast."
No, there were two.
Okay.
The other person gave a 1 star.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And this person gave us the 5 stars,
That's right.
but just said, and Keisha, for the love of God, please move away from the mic when you cough, sneeze, sniffle, or anything phlegm related. I'm begging you, in all caps. I was like, bitch, I could have been dying. And I could have had snorted a line of coke. You don't know what was going on with me that day. But thanks for the concern.
And I thought Coke would have like cleared that out.
No, it makes your nose run.
Oh, really?
I know. But then after reading that, I really did feel bad, especially because it was on someone else's podcast. I'm like, please don't fire me, Mary Payne. I'm sorry. But I knew that it was bad because I felt myself when we were recording. I'm like, this is really bad. I just couldn't get any relief at all.
When you notice it, you know it's bad.
Yeah, I knew it was bad, but God, it wasn't that damn bad. I mean, I got 2 bad reviews. The other one gave 1 star. Well, she was talking shit about both of us, okay? And she talked shit about me at the very end.
Yeah.
She said I have a tick of a sniff. What?
So a tick, like if you had Tourette's.
Like,
yeah.
Like
if you're,
okay.
But that's your tick, I guess, is to sniff.
You know what? You're right. It is my lifelong tick. I sniff. That's what I do. Maybe they'll put that on my headstone one day. The one with the tick of sniff.
Well,
I just do.
The one who sniffs.
Yeah, I do. I can't help it. I have allergies. I have sinus issues. But it made me think about all the sounds that you guys who listen to my show have had to sit through and how much shit you guys talk about me, but are kind enough not to leave a bad review. And I appreciate that. That's how I know that you're my people, because, I mean, I don't even think about those things. And let me say this. For people who listen to podcasts, especially like on this level, we did not go to fucking broadcasting school.
No.
We had to YouTube mic skills and things like that. So we often, it's like trial and error and having to go back and listen to shit. I mean, DM me something like that. Don't leave a review. You're like, okay, bitch, look, I don't know. Do you need me to give you a referral to an allergy and sinus doctor or something like that? Don't leave a 1-star review because of that. But then I was like, the people who listen to our show have heard me sneeze, sniff, cough. Half the time I don't even fucking apologize when I do it. I burp. I've left in the middle of the show to go take a shit. So
luckily we didn't follow you for that one.
No. So I appreciate you guys rolling with me through those punches like that.
But what's funny is you don't listen to yourself. Like you don't listen to any of your own shows.
No.
So you would hear the sounds that you make.
So on that one show where it was called out, I knew it was bad because as we were recording, I'm like, holy shit, I've had to cough. But damn, I did step away from the mic. I can't help that my cough is loud and it got caught on the mic. I mean.
Now there's 2 sounds that you make. You do the sniff and you do that.
And I have no idea.
You have no idea when you do that, right?
No, I am very aware that I do sniff. I just.
Yeah. But that little sound when you're coming back or after you said some words, like paused, and then you'll go and then speak.
I just did it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is it like the equivalent of on Love After Lockup when they mic the deaf girl? And
And she
that
makes
bothered
that
me.
little sound.
And she makes that
Yeah.
every time she starts signing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, first of all, the producers of that show ain't shit. Because there was no reason for her to fucking have a mic, a boom person, or anything like
No,
that.
that should have been a day off for all the audio guys.
Yes, it should have been. And I'm like, I cannot be the only fucker who is noticing this. And so I did talk about that on Pink Shade, and everyone's like, oh my God, that's so true. Why? That is like putting a what do you call it? A teleprompter for a blind person.
Exactly.
They can't fucking
Exactly.
see it. Why would you mic a blind person? I mean, I'm sorry, a deaf person.
It's a union job, I guess. I don't know.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, I would love to have that job of miking up a fucking deaf person. We didn't have to do a sound check.
You could put it on their foot. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. And then it's that damn sound every time she would open her mouth.
Well, yeah, that little. And then every now and then you'll catch her, like she'll do the, like sometimes she'll make sounds, but
It wasn't very often, especially during like her interview, her, solo interview sessions.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, Matt Sharp, you are sneaky, sneaky fox over there. You think you're funny, don't you? So if you're a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and I hope you are, it is time for the Gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
All right, so sadly, we woke up this morning to learn that Mama June's oldest daughter, Anna, who is 29 years old, passed away from a 10-month-long battle with cancer. And, y'all know me. I post shit, and I know shit, but sometimes I can't say the shit, okay? So, for example, people are like, what did she die of? I'm like, cancer. What kind of cancer? The one that, not breast, not uterine. This one is, I think, adrenal.
oh, I thought it was stomach.
No, it's not stomach at
Okay,
all.
okay.
No, it's like adrenal something. It is like when you get the cancerous tumors over your adrenal glands.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's very, very, very aggressive. And she kind of documented some of her time, that she was going through chemo and treatments and all that kind of stuff, and on TikTok. All right. So no, some people are so cruel. And for me to say people are so cruel, that's pretty sad. So Mama June, we kind of knew that things were coming to an end because she said they were going to go do their last family vacation. And I think they had to cut it a day short because things just kind of went bad for Anna. And so then Mama June, she made a TikTok just saying, bear with us as we go through this transition. And at that point, you knew that things were coming to an end. So people went to social media, more people with support and prayers, okay? Thankfully. But a lot of people are like, then why are you on TikTok? Why are you doing this? Why are you posting on Instagram? Why are you doing this, and that? I think that watching someone die of cancer has to be one of the worst things that you can go through. You have to have some kind of normalcy in your life. And this is what these people do. This is how these people make their money.
Yeah, I think that's the real point. It's like,
Yeah,
that's what they do.
this is what they do.
I would be surprised if she didn't actually.
Yeah, I would be too. And then her daughter Anna actually she posted a lot. And in all actuality, I think she wanted things to from what Mama June said, she wanted the fans to know when it happened. She wanted them to continue posting. I mean, she kept posting till she couldn't post anymore. So her daughter, her oldest daughter, who we all were there to see her be born on when Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, when they were on TLC, before we all found out that Mama June had started about dating the guy that molested Anna, and then their show got canceled. Okay. So her oldest daughter went on TikTok last night, and she was doing like a pickle review, because one of the big things are like these flavored pickles and pickle challenges and stuff like that. So people are like, why would you post that? Why would you do this? I don't know. Maybe because her mom's in the other fucking room dying and they want this kid to not notice all of this and to go do something fun. And maybe she fucking asked to do it. And maybe because they get paid to fucking do it and they couldn't do it because she was so happy doing it. Like you could tell she genuinely enjoyed doing like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to do this pickle review. I'm going to do this challenge. It was really, really cute. But people were like upset about that.
So Anna had a daughter?
She has 2 kids.
She has 2 kids. Okay.
Two girls. Yeah.
So she was also called Chickadee on the
She's
show.
called Chickadee.
Okay,
yeah.
so she had so her kid was the one doing the pickle challenge.
She was doing it. Yeah, her oldest daughter.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to have a kid crying, on
Yeah.
camera talking about their dying mother? Jesus.
And here's the thing. I don't agree with a fraction of things that Mama June does. I think she's been a horrible fucking parent. But she still was a parent, and this is still her child that she's watching die. So let the little girl go make a fucking TikTok video. Like, what?
It wasn't like she was trying to get money out of it or trying to like grandstand it or anything. She was just saying what the fuck was happening to her kid.
The little girl did the video herself. And it's like a pickle challenge where you have to cut the pickle, dig out a hole in the pickle, and put some kind of candy in there. You know how they do these different challenges and things like that.
Oh.
And she was really, really, really excited to do it, which I was like, you know what, Mama June? You might have done something right there by letting that kid do that.
And you know how much I hate Mama June?
Yeah.
And will never say a nice word about her.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, I'll give her this one.
Yeah. I think people that are nitpicking are just fucking assholes. Like, don't even say anything. Like, you're underneath this woman's post as her child is transitioning to death, talking shit about her. Like, I'm not even that mean. Damn.
That's like this transitional period from alive to dead.
Yeah, and it's like, you're a shit mom. Why are you letting the little girl do TikTok videos? Why are you trying to make money? Why is the little girl on TV? Why is she eating a pickle? Why is she eating a vegetable? Why does she have candy? I don't know. She could do whatever the fuck. She could go snort coke right now. Her mom's dying.
Exactly, yeah. Let her have some fun now and, get ready for the 20 years of therapy she may need.
No shit. Now, girl, I will say this. Pumpkin also posted a TikTok last night, okay? She posted a video. She's sitting down. I think she's got some kind of sad music going on in the background. She's got like a bottle of cheap wine, and she's just there crying.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't. If you're gonna be sad, be sad. And when you sad and crying like that, you don't have time to pose the video, pose the camera where you want it, and record.
To set up.
To do the setup, you got your cheap bottle of wine, and you're just sitting there crying. Well, I just feel like if you that goddamn upset, you're not gonna be on camera trying to cry.
That really sounds like she was trying pretty hard.
That makes me think it was more about you at that moment than it was about your sister.
It was.
Whereas Mama June was really updating people. She was, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Today she did post, they said that as a family, they would post when Anna died. And they post a really nice professional photo that they, June, her husband, all of the girls, and then Anna's fiance. It was a really nice picture. I'm not sure when they had that taken, but Anna didn't have much hair. It looked like she lost all of her hair and it's starting to grow back a little bit. So that's the picture that they chose. And then they let us know that Anna had passed away late Saturday night, surrounded by all her sisters, her mom, her family, and all of this good stuff. And Mama June did post a video just, telling everyone, we'll get back to you with the details of the funeral. Don't send flowers because we're going to have to set up something for these girls for their future. And I got choked up because she got choked up and she was just like, she's a shit mom, but I think she comes from just a shit family and just didn't know how to be a damn good. Well, Mama June's not that great of a person at most times. I don't think she knew how to be a good mom.
No, like I said, she's one of the people I hate most in the world, but I feel for a parent that has to watch a child go.
And then she did say that Anna had been living in her house for the last 6 weeks or a couple of months. And she said, I did feel good that she felt comfortable enough to come here and know that this will be the last place that she spent time because you want your mom around.
Yeah. I mean, you want family
you
around.
want family around.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was
Well,
Alana.
I'm sorry.
Alana posted a video because which guy, even the good times and bad times, when these motherfuckers post something, it reminds you of how goddamn illiterate they are. Like, they can't even bring the words together. The way they speak, they can't articulate. I mean, and that's coming from me, and I mess up words all the time. It just reminds you, yeah, this is still Mama June's children. You know what I mean? But it was really sad because Alana was saying that, a couple hours before she died, she said she wanted a steak. That's all she wanted was a steak. And she said she and Pumpkin went out and bought her a steak knowing that she would only maybe take a couple of bites, but they're like, we don't fucking care. She didn't take a bite at all. But by the time they got back home, they were like, it was no point in even making the steak. So,
well, that food won't go to waste.
Not in that family. Sure won't. So, in all seriousness, prayers for their family. That's a rough one. But she fought hard. She fought hard, but 10 months. Damn.
She must have went down really quickly.
They say this one is highly aggressive, one of the most aggressive forms of cancer.
Yeah, stage 4 adrenal carcinoma.
Yeah.
That's what it's,
I got the adrenal part right.
Yeah, I totally did.
Surprisingly.
But it's somewhat rare, apparently, too.
It's very.
So.
Yeah. So I was on Instagram, and I saw that this girl who goes by Taibaybee on TikTok.
Taibaybee.
So she's sitting there doing her makeup, and she's just saying she was thinking about how much she needed male approval and love from men. That she dated. She's black, if you couldn't tell by the baby part. But when she was in high school, she dated this white guy, and she allowed him to call her nigger. And he would also call her slave baby. Mm-hmm. And he wanted her to call him master, and they were all terms of endearment.
Yeah. Raceplay.
Well,
that's what it's called.
We don't do that around here.
No, we don't.
No.
But that is a fetish.
How bad is your self-esteem that you let a white man who is in high school, he ain't got no money. Now, you talk about a man that got like 20 million in the bank, and he has already promised me at least half of it. Baby, you can call me a nigger every Wednesday. That's your day of the week. That's what you can call me all day. All right? I'll even go pick some fucking cotton for you on Wednesday. As long as I have the proof that you're going to leave me that $10 million. Okay.
It's a whole genre of porn.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in an episode of Shameless when V and Kevin, they were kind of doing the slave master thing. But that's two people enjoying it.
See, and they were doing it kind of silly. But, kind of because like they had costumes.
Yeah, they had costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you can dig through Reddit and find lots of like real like rough race play.
Yeah, like
I'm
just
real white man's burden kind of thing.
I'm like, she called him master.
Some of us can dream.
And I'm just like, this is why we need to love our ugly girls.
Is she ugly?
She wasn't cute.
Okay.
You have to love your ugly daughters a little bit extra sometimes. Because if you don't, this is the kind of shit that they do. They let white boys in high school call them slave baby and nigger.
So is that very different to you than just like regular kind of domination, subjugation kind of thing? Like,
ain't nobody about to call me nigger or a slave baby.
Okay.
What? Nigga, what? If some white man passes by and calls me a nigger, I'm fixing to fight a man that day.
No, that's just on the street. But like
in the house, on the street, at the doctor's office, anywhere. No, but like she said, she needed validation and love by men so bad that she allowed for this to happen. See, pretty girls, they just be sluts. This is what ugly girls do. Shit like that. You allow this guy, and it turns out he didn't even like her. It was just a joke for him and his friends.
Well, that's the fucked up. If it's two consenting people who want to who want to do race play like that, or want to do degrading shit, fine. But
he did. It was a joke between him and his friends.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's not cool enough. Now, don't get me wrong. My brothers, They're black, of course, because I'm black, but they've got mixed race kids. So I see these little high yellow good hair motherfuckers running around here, and I call them little plantation babies. That's what the fuck they look like. It's a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Because I'm hugging them and kissing them. I'm like, y'all look like a bunch of little plantation babies running around here. Just like, who is the pappy?
Oh, you little big house babies.
Yeah, y'all made it in the house. Yes. Y'all's Kiki was out there in the fields, okay? Because I did not pass the paper bag test at all. But this is just crazy. And it also, some things never need to be told. She should have taken that to her grave.
Yeah, you probably want to keep that locked up.
Only you and your therapist should know anything about this, but you take it to TikTok.
Or your customers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You go to TikTok and you announce this. Did you do this for clout? This is not a flex, girl. This is an embarrassment.
Yeah, this is in high school, too. Like, it wasn't...
And she's an adult. It's not like it just happened.
No, but I'm saying it's right. It didn't just happen, but it also didn't happen like as a job or anything like that. Like,
no,
it just,
there was no reason for her. Like, she's doing her makeup and telling this story. I'm like, girl, ooh, this is Wakanda. We don't do that here.
If it really happened, because
and that's true. That's true. Well, after the bashing that she got, I hope it was fucking true. Because
it would have been worth it to say.
Yeah, it most definitely. So, about a month ago, I mentioned that Black China and her ex-boyfriend Tyga. It's hard to pronounce a word that's it's supposed to be one way, and somebody changes it, some lettering around, and makes it something really dumb.
It's hard to say dumb words.
It really is. Tyga were in the middle of, she tried this once before with Rob Kardashian, but then she fucking realized he was Rob Kardashian and said, you know what, let me just stop. So she took Tyga back to court for a child custody agreement update, and she also was asking for child support. Now, let me just go back. She was requesting child support from Tyga, but she didn't want like the days of the week to be different. Okay, so for example, she has this little boy, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it takes him to school on Monday. So that's 3 days, because Monday shouldn't even count because he's in school all day. So Tyga has him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So she's a weekend mom.
She's a weekend mom, and Tyga pays all the bills, all the insurance. He goes to private school, of course. He pays for the child's whole lifestyle. She wanted child support like any fucking whore. She had the child for money. Yeah. But the judge wasn't playing that shit this time around. So they did come up with a new custody agreement where they have 50-50 joint custody. They're allowed to work together for to make decisions about school, to make decisions about health and medical decisions and things like that. But the judge said Tyga will not be paying child support.
Nice. Good.
I was like, look, people not playing these games with these bitches. Because they're having babies they're not having babies because they want babies. They're having babies because the dad is rich and they want a certain lifestyle.
Well, there's a lot of there's a big movement now for men's rights. It's been going on for probably about 5 or 10 years now. There's lots of groups and lots of activists that talk about men's rights in terms of family court. This is a perfect example.
It is. Even though I don't think men should have rights in general, y'all shouldn't have rights. But in this case, I was totally on Tyga's side. Like, he's paying for everything for this kid. Why do I need to pay you extra money for the weekend? Chuck E. Cheese don't cost that damn much. Exactly. And I'm sending him with the video games he's going to play all weekend. What do you need $30,000 a month for in child support?
When they ask for money and not time.
Exactly.
And I'm glad the judge realized that.
Yeah. I can see if she said, no, I want to have primary custody. I want him to be with me the majority of the time. The bitch still wanted to be just a weekend parent, but with money.
Yeah, that tells you everything right there.
Yeah, you want a babysitting job then on the weekends is what you want. Tyga, I'll babysit for you. This is how much I charge. I mean, it makes zero sense other than that. Here's also something that doesn't make sense. And I actually have to giggle because I really like this artist. So Lenny Kravitz, he went to, I think it was during an interview, he said that he has never been invited to any BET or Black award shows in all the years that he's been making music. And I was like, well, For one thing, I'll start here. I'll start with the BET Awards right now. You don't want to go to that shit right now. That shit is ghetto garbage. Like, there's no reason that you want to be there at all. But then on the flip side, I'm like, Lenny, what do you do to even insinuate the fact that you are black? Other than the fact that you have dreads and everybody knows your mom was Roxy on what was it, Sherman Hemsley show? What was the fucking show?
Goddamn. The not the Sand.
Not that. My black card has been rejected right now.
Oh my goodness.
Sherman Hemsley was on it.
Amen.
No. This is further back.
Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons. His mom was
after All in the Family of the Jeffersons.
Yes, all of the family. That's only the black thing you do. You don't date black women. You don't sing black music. You don't give to black charities.
Wait, wasn't he with Lisa Bonet?
She don't think she black.
Okay.
They don't. They're Jewish. Okay.
You could be black and Jewish.
How many black Jewish people do you know besides Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I see what he's saying, but on the flip side, I think people forget that when you want to be invited to an award show, your publicist and your team, they work to make those deals. You know damn well his team was not contacting BET. Now I love Lenny Kravitz. He always gonna be on my playlist. Okay, and I don't even think he's this, like, everyone thinks he's like, oh, he's so sexy. I think he's attractive, but no. What? Like, why are you trying to use black people for clout now, Lenny?
Yeah.
What is? I don't get that. And then why do you wait till you've been in the music industry for 55 years to all of a sudden say that you haven't been invited to the BET Awards? Well, what the hell you want us to do about it now? If you want to go to that ghetto shit right now and have these little girls twerk, maybe he wants to see black girls twerking. I don't know. Maybe he wants to sleep with black women now. I they say the older you get, the more you want to reach out to be close to your culture. This ain't the point in time you want to be close to the black culture right now. Because some of the shit that we see at the BET Awards right now, that's a whole lot of parental embarrassment right there that goes on that stage. So I don't know what his point in all of this is. I don't know if he feels that he was oppressed. I don't know. I don't.
So he's got some updated comments on this.
Okay,
actually. So
let's hear them.
Yeah, so he said,
somebody trying to keep their job today as a producer. Y'all. He's trying to keep his job. He is on it today.
Let me do my job.
Uh-huh.
So he said it's important to set the record straight on the interview that he did. Now, his black musical heritage means a lot to him, and he owes his success to his supporters, yada, yada, yada. So he was specifically referring to the black award show in particular, not black media or the black community. Now, he's also been called non-traditional black music. So he was really just calling out the BET Awards, he said, not the industry, not his supporters, not the black community, anything like that.
I'm the only black person I know that listens to Lenny Kravitz. I'm so fucking serious. Like, none of my other black friends listen to Lenny Kravitz. They're riding in a car with me. They hear me like, who that? Like, that's Lenny. Who the fuck is Lenny Kravitz? That's Roxy, little boy. The one who was on the Jeffersons. You know, she had that baby with that Jewish man. This her son. Everybody knows his mom, but they don't fucking know him. Just like.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right. You're the only black person I know who likes Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. I don't know of any other black people. Now, it doesn't count if you're a listener of the show and you're black and you listen to Lenny Kravitz, because I don't know you. I'm talking about the people in my real life. I don't know of one. Y'all, next year, maybe he's trying to get a Lifetime Achievement Award from BET.
On the Grammys or on some other thing?
I stick to the white people. That's all I'm saying, because black people ain't right now. I think he will go to the BET Awards and come out and totally check the white box on every fucking application from here on out. All right, so we'll be back after this break. The Libra Lounge with Keisha. Welcome back to the Libra. Ooh, I fucking did it. I went.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast, everyone. I don't know what to say.
All
I'm
right,
noticing,
Melissa Edwards.
I am noticing everything about me and my mouth right now since that one comment. I've been very self-aware. We want to remind you guys to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. You can listen to the show anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. And if you enjoy the show, leave us a nice 5-star review. Nothing less.
Please, nothing less.
And if you enjoy the show, tell a friend. Play it at your office Christmas party or anything like that. Let's just be merry. Hey, I know this black girl in Houston, Texas, who has a
She loves Lenny Kravitz.
podcast. Yeah, she listens to Lenny Kravitz.
She's just like us.
She's kind of one of us, like in a little bit, like on our hood days, like she's like the white girl who went to the all black school. That's me. All right, so finally, after we've been hearing for like a year or so, or since this baby's fucking been born, that and when I say baby, I mean Archie, Prince Archie. You know, Meghan Markle and what's her fucking husband's name? Harry. Isn't that sad? You fucking forget the royal's name.
You forget the actual
royalty.
royalty.
The actual royal. They went and did that Oprah interview, and they said that a couple of members of the royal family were questioning what skin tone Archie was going to have. And so they're therefore saying that they were racist. Okay. So everyone's, always, they've been guessing like who it could be. Well, it finally slipped out. And when I say slipped out, Meghan Markle leaked it. And it has been proven, not proven, but
Alleged,
apparently
strongly alleged.
Yeah, that it was King Charles and Princess Kate.
Oh.
So
Only one of those surprises me.
well, here's the thing about it, and I think we've talked about it on the show. When you're having a child of mixed heritage, we all talk about what they're gonna fucking look like
Every time.
every single time. I mean,
Multiple times.
yeah. I mean, what skin tone are they gonna have? What color eyes are they gonna have? What are they gonna have? 4 C curls, 1 C curls? Or you just it's like opening up a gift. You know it's gonna be a baby, but you don't fucking know what color it's gonna be until it pops out.
And
We
you
know
talk
it's a
about
boy. We know it's a girl. Now we get to. I mean, you wonder.
It's like opening a present.
It's like opening up a present.
You never know
You never know what
you're
you're
gonna
gonna get.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Literally.
To me, that is like a normal thing to ask.
Yep.
I'm not sure how they said it.
It's a normal thing in non-white houses.
Of course,
Because
because
white people, we never talk about it, because if it's anything other than white, there's a problem.
there's a problem.
Something
Somebody done
wrong.
fucked up. Somebody has lied.
Yeah.
So I've got even with just a black couple, you don't know.
You don't.
You don't, because when I was pregnant with Skylar, we didn't really know what skin. You just don't know, because her dad had certain features. I had features that were not alike at all. Like we were different skin tones, had different hair texture. So we didn't know what she was going to look like. I mean, we were majorly surprised when we saw a fucking light skin. She came out, I was like, dude, girl, you might need a maternity test. Like, where the fuck you come from? Yeah, so it's a thing, especially I think in the black community, and especially when, I will say this, in most other cultures, because if you're Hispanic and you have a baby with a white person, you're like, what is this baby gonna look like?
Right.
I know a girl, she's Hispanic, her husband's white. They have had 2 redheaded, blue-eyed children. You never know. So I don't think that's racist. I think it's racist to say if the motherfucker comes looking out like a dark monkey, we don't want him in the family.
Well, I think the racist part comes in. It's like the follow-on sentence to, I wonder what color they'll be. Because it's like saying, I wonder what color they'll be. Because if it's light-skinned, I'm going to, as soon as you add on that, and if it's X,
Right.
I'm going to feel Y.
Right.
That's at least colorist. Maybe
Well-
not racist, but at least colorist.
Well, I feel as though if those kids would have come out dark-skinned, Meghan Markle wouldn't have wanted them. She don't want no goddamn dark-skinned kids. She don't want to have anything to do with the black community, period, point blank.
Ooh, imagine if it was like a little throwback-looking Zulu baby.
And you never know. Sometimes
never
those
know,
fuckers
right.
come out with like blue eyes, red hair, and their hair is fucking nappy.
Yeah.
You just don't know. She would have been highly disappointed. She talked about how she wanted to kill herself. She would have really wanted to kill herself if that baby would have came out a shade darker. I mean, they came out exactly how she wanted them to look. So it's funny because as this has been going on, I was on TikTok and Candace Owens, who I gotta say, talked very badly about Candace Owens in the past. Very badly. Mostly her hair. But I just didn't like her. I didn't like the things that she stood for. I didn't understand her. But here in the last few months, I have been listening to some of the stuff that she says.
Not the anti-vax stuff, right?
No,
Okay,
not
the
of
other
course.
stuff. Okay, yeah.
But the bitch be making sense. I'm like, this bitch is on here preaching. And you know what else? We have something in common. We both fucking hate Meghan Markle. I was like, okay, Candace.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk?
You found common ground with
We
Candace
found
Owens.
common ground. So, I mean, I just started listening to like some of her lectures. She's got a podcast, and a lot of this stuff I actually agree with.
She's one of those people, when she first appeared, I really liked her. I thought she had she had a fresh perspective on the idea of black victimhood. And then she went full-blown like anti-vax. She went into conspiracy stuff. But, I mean, yeah.
Nothing that I've seen of her recently has been like that. Like, I have actually enjoyed hearing her speak.
Don't dig too deep, because the anti-vax stuff is brand new and fresh. But
okay, well.
But, I mean, she's had some strong criticism of her community in terms of victimization, low expectations, things like that.
Yeah, the stuff that I've heard, I've actually enjoyed, and I have been there nodding my head and sipping my drink, and I'm like, okay, Candace, I mean, we still most definitely need to work on that hair, because you keep going to white hairdressers, and you need to go all the way in the hood and let them hook you fucking up. Look, you don't have the kind of black hair where you can just flat iron it. Nah, baby, if you want to wear it in that hairstyle, you keep trying that little bob that you keep doing. You need a full-blown relaxer, and you need a couple of clip-ins too, because your hair not growing. You keep producing these white babies, but you are still black. You don't have their hair. Like she needs a black teen to get her all the way together with that makeup. You could tell that she has a white makeup artist who knows nothing about doing makeup on black people, period, point blank. And it's like, I like what you're saying, but when I leave here, I'm still thinking about how bad your hair and makeup looked. That is not what you want me to leave here with. You want me to still focus on what you said. She said something I found so funny. She said the most racist member of the royal family is Meghan Markle. I 100% agree with her. She most definitely is. She never wanted to make any claim. She didn't want people to think she was black. She straightened her hair. She didn't really take on any black roles. She didn't tell people that she was black. She was passing. Yep. She literally was passing. And then how the fuck do you marry a prince and you only have one black relative at your wedding? Your mom. I know you got some Pookie and them cousins. I know you got a big mama. I know there's a Shirley in your family. You know, because she doesn't want to be associated with being black at all, which is very sad. And I feel sorry for her children, because they're going to miss out on a huge chunk of their culture.
Right.
Ooh, I hope that Prince Archie grew up to be so thug. Ooh, I want him to have gold teeth when he go to kindergarten. I hope he orders them himself, like he just a flipper of gold teeth. I really, but you never know. That fucking could happen. It could happen. So, enough about her. You know, I was watching Love After Lockup. I don't know if we started talking about this and then we moved on to something else. I think we did. But one of the couples, Michael and Justine, did we talk about that earlier? I don't think so, because we have to do 2 takes of this because the dog started barking. Yeah. Okay, so Justine, if you're familiar with the show, Justine herself, this girl, this single mom, who fell in love with a criminal who was in prison for running like a fentanyl drug thingy, jigga, or whatever you call it, or something. And she has 3 kids of her own. And then this guy gets out of prison, they get married, and he has 4 kids. So how many kids is that? It's too many.
That's a Brady Bunch.
That's 7 kids, plus they're pregnant with another kid.
Oh, they're going to have a full 4 and 4.
I feel like if a man comes to me with 4 kids, I'm going to be like, well, which 3 are you leaving with their mom? Because you can only bring one of them.
Only one carry-on.
Only one bag.
Your Spirit Airlines. You only get one,
we are. You only get one bag.
carry-on.
One bag. So choose the one that looked the most like it could be our kid, and we'll stick to that one. Like I had one kid and that was it. Because these little motherfuckers gonna be running around here outnumbering me. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they can fight me. They be in their little bunk bed saying, that's why her breath stank today. You know, little shit like that. They not about, no, they not about to be trying to smother me when I'm 99 and trying to figure out who gonna get how much. And this is, no. And it seems now that it has, especially with these influencers, is the thing now is to have all these goddamn kids.
Oh yeah, have a litter.
Like, why would you want 5 kids on purpose?
I don't know.
I just, after one, I'm gonna quit naming them. Like, hey, 2, 3, 4, no one ever wanted you. Come on in here. It's time for breakfast. Like, how do you even afford to have more than 2 kids?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I feel like if you have 2 kids, you can't ever be selfish again because you can't afford to be.
No.
That means I can't go get my hair done. I can't go get my nails done. I can't go get a massage. I can't go on a girls trip or any of that kind of shit because I've got 2 of you to fucking feed.
Because of y'all.
Because of y'all. And y'all always want to eat and, you know, have a roof over your head and all this expensive shit.
Like every day.
Yeah, I just can't imagine choosing to be with someone that has that many kids. I love myself too much to even, because I'm going to make life miserable for you and all your kids. Like, you want to see the evil stepmother. Well, you got it. Yeah, because every time they would come over, I'd be like, oh, hey, y'all back? Okay. I would make their moms hate me so much that they would go to court that they wouldn't even want to come over. No.
Oh, that's some underhanded shit right
there. That's the route that I would take. I mean, I told you to pick one. You decided you loved all 4, so here we are.
You decided you want to be like a good dad.
Yeah, you wanted to be a good dad and support your kids. Like, do you know how many deadbeat dads there are? Be one of them. Be a deadbeat dad. It's like a thing. It's like a thing now.
It's the thing.
I'm like, you really have to fucking love. Everybody's doing it. Like, why can't we do that? I don't know. Why can't we be like that couple where the husband chooses his wife over his kids? I like that. That's a good look for us.
That's love.
That's real love. Like, you have to really love someone to be okay with them having that many kids.
You have to love them, and you have to really like kids.
I don't do either. Don't love anyone that much, and I don't like it. And I'm kidding. If you really know me, I love kids. And
she loves kids.
For some odd reason, kids love me because kids and animals tend to love crazy people.
Yep.
It's just a vibe that we give off. I don't know what it is, but no, I just kudos to you for being that. I'm just not that. I mean, if you pass by me in a car, you have 4 kids, that's going to make my stomach turn.
She gets pissed off every time she sees like the stickers on the back of the car where it's like a mom and dad and a bunch of little kid stickers.
Yeah, it makes me want to get a magic marker and just go behind you when you're stopped and just color it all in dark, like so no one can see it. That is not.
I'm not kidding, folks. She literally calls it out angrily at me.
Why do you have that many kids? Like.
And why are you showing everybody how many kids you have, you whore?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, now I'm sure during income tax time, that's a good thing to have. I'm like, okay, I don't want you to see your kids, but I want you to claim them on your taxes.
Okay, Black China.
So, you know, they were still in this big, oh, you know what? Don't let me skip this. So this 70-year-old Ugandan woman gave birth to twins recently. Not accidentally. She actually went through IVF treatment. Why would you? What? To me, no doctor should say, okay, this is a great idea, because you'll probably be dead by the time the kids are 10.
It is Uganda. It is Uganda. So.
But I didn't even think people in Uganda could afford IVF treatment.
Wow.
Isn't it a poor country?
I mean, it's a poor country, but not everybody there is poor.
Apparently this bitch is not poor. I guess she's been saving up 70 years to have a kid.
70 years? I don't get that.
How do you even make it through the pregnancy?
I mean, I guess you do.
That's the strong tribal genes that she's got in her. Because she had them that came early.
That's third world strength.
Yeah, they came at 31 weeks, which that's not abnormal for multiples.
But she's 70.
How did she fucking walk during her pregnancy?
Again, well, I mean, we know 70-year-old people who get around pretty good.
Yeah, they get around pretty good, but they're not carrying twins.
Yeah, I can't imagine them pregnant twins.
My back would break. Have you ever seen like those movies where like the contortion, like demons and stuff like that? That would be
Right,
me
that would be
trying
you.
to be 70 years old and carrying twins. How are you
Oh.
going to be a good parent?
How did it not break her hips?
I
Break
don't-
everything.
I don't know.
I mean, that's not fair to the kids.
It's not fair to kids. But I mean, then again, in like a couple of years, they'll all be drinking out of bottles because she won't have any fucking teeth.
All of them.
All of them will be sucking out of bottles. To
Can't
me, that is just
breastfeed.
like cruel.
That's crazy.
You know, and I don't think she had other children. So you don't even have other children to take care of these kids when you What?
I mean, maybe that's the whole, I want to have kids so bad. Now there's a way I can. I mean, who knows? This woman may have spent 69 years with no way to have children.
By the time you hit 55, you need to be okay with just having pets.
Yeah, the bakery should be closed.
It should be closed. I just can't believe, I don't think a doctor in the U.S. would approve her for IVF.
I can't imagine they would, but I don't know
How
what
does
the
she even go through the
restrictions-
treatment? The treatment is so very hard on women.
I mean, how could she still get? Well, I know some women like go through late menopause, or some don't. Some stay fertile,
But she didn't. That's why she had to go through IVF.
I'm just
And they
thinking
had
at
to
that
use
age-
they had to use a donor egg.
And I'm amazed she could. It's modern medicine is amazing. That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
well, she gonna be regretting it by the time they're fucking two, because 2-year-olds for a 30-year-old will make you fucking question everything in life. Twins.
I mean, but if she makes it to the there's a really good chance she won't make it to them being teenagers. We're talking 70 now.
I don't know. Some of those
83.
people who grow up in huts live to be like 120.
Yeah, but still,
I don't know. Maybe she'll
I don't get
be
that.
wanna.
I mean, good job for medicine. Bad
I think
job
that's
for
very
humans.
selfish.
I think so.
You
too.
can't be a good parent.
Not
at
that age.
70.
I can't imagine to be a good parent. You have to have a bunch of people. Like maybe she's got a big family. Maybe she's got the village behind her. I don't know.
I don't know, but you go, girl.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't doing that shit.
Nope.
So Jen Fessler, who is one of the members of the Real House, I said members, cast members of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, like they're all on Ozempic. They are loud and proud about the fact that they're on Ozempic. They don't give a fuck. They're like, look, I look great. So she had to undergo surgery because she had an actual blockage due to taking Ozempic. But even though she had that done, she's like, I'm still not scared to take it.
What kind of blockage? Like a intestinal or?
Yeah.
Okay.
She could, it causes constipation. So I
Oh,
think she
yeah.
had like a blockage.
Oh,
You know,
surgery.
it's just, yeah, was it surgery or did she just have to go to the hospital? It was one of the two. She was fucked up. She couldn't shit.
Going to the hospital because you can't shit is bad.
Yeah, but she's like, I'm still not afraid to take Ozempic. Yeah, because now that she's taking Ozempic and looks all good, she's going to be like a full cast member of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, whereas last time she was just a friend of. I mean, there's perks to this, okay? Like, I get it. But I always, whenever these posts are made, I immediately run to the comments. That's why I only know like half of the story, because I go to the comment section so quickly and just stop there. And people are like, you shouldn't be taking Ozempic because people that really need it can't get it. People are dying because you're buying Ozempic. First of all, diabetic people do not need Ozempic. They need insulin to live, okay?
Right.
Ozempic is something that helps with diabetes, but it's not like if you don't take Ozempic, you're going to die. No, if you don't do diet and exercise and insulin, you will die. Trust me, I know. I was diabetic, and it was a couple of times I was pretty close calls because
Yeah.
we were out somewhere and didn't have insulin, or I thought I'd taken enough or something like that. So they're just going at our What makes you think that someone who now is famous enough that it made news that she couldn't shit because she's on Ozempic is going to give two fucks about you saying, you, my friend, my husband can't get Ozempic because of you?
See, and here's the thing. The more good that it does, the more it'll be made, the lower the cost will go. It'll be like Viagra.
Okay.
So after a few years, all of a sudden, as soon as it turns generic, everyone can get it. Everyone can afford it. The price will be rock bottom, and it'll be good for everyone. It's just they can't yet market it as a weight loss drug.
Well, they do Wegovy. Like that is
Wegovy they do,
strictly
right.
for weight loss right there. But Ozempic, it could be for both.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It'll take him a while to really market it that way.
Well,
it'll happen one day, I'm sure.
I remember whenever I was diabetic, my doctor wanted me to, what was the medicine called? It sounds like it's just like what Ozempic and Wegovy are. It was once a week injection. I think it was called Trulicity.
Oh yeah, yeah. Truvada,
Trulicity, or something like that.
Something like that.
And so a couple of years later, this girl that I know lost a whole bunch of weight, and she's like, "Yeah, because I take these monthly injections of Trulicity." I was like, "Good for you, bitch," because I thought I was dying of Spanish influenza when I called my doctor like, "Bitch, you trying to fucking kill me?" Like I was stuck on the couch for a whole week after taking that. But to me, I don't feel as though people should be criticized for using it, because even if a diabetic does not have to take this. Right. It's something that you can take, but people are not dying.
Well, here's the thing. People have been chasing like the magic weight loss pill forever.
The magic weight loss everything. It's surgery,
yeah, exactly.
pills,
surgery,
tapeworms, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, people have been chasing that forever. And now there's something that kind of does that. Mm-hmm. Shut the fuck up. This is what everyone has wanted for decades.
Right. And then here, once again, I think we've talked about this. It's just a tool that you can use. It's not the magic cure-all for it. It is just a tool, just like exercise, just like surgery, just like, dieting. All of them are tools. I mean, when you're dieting and exercising, you still have to have discipline in it.
Right.
That's why I failed so much with my 2 weight loss surgeries. If there's ever a documentary about people who've had multiple weight loss surgeries and failed, let me know, because I need to be on that documentary, because I'm like, I don't know what happened. I sound like those people on fucking Dr. Now. I don't know what happened. Dr. Now?
On their 5th visit?
On their 5th visit, and I was supposed to lose 75 pounds. I only lost 30 in general. Just like, I finally got to the point that I would say, just don't tell people I had weight loss surgery, because they're going to look at me like, when? Like in 1989? Like,
ooh, I'm not getting it now.
Yeah, like that's not a success story, right? Oh, she had 2. I guess weight loss surgery is not for everyone. Yeah, I actually got to, now I can talk about it openly and laugh about it. But at one point I was like, just James, don't because James is, if he knows something, he's fucking gonna tell the world about it. Oh yeah, we both had weight loss surgery. I lost like 100 pounds. Silence, because there's no weight to loss for me to say. The people are looking at me like, how much should you lose? 30 and gain back 120. Just I am literally like an episode of My 600-Pound Life, where the person, he gave them the diet and they were supposed to lose 98 pounds, and they came back and they doubled their weight. That is me with weight loss surgery. Like I'm not a good person. I'm not a good candidate. I'm not disciplined. And I just ate past all of it. I figured out a way to still eat what I wanted and however much that I wanted.
Yeah. Because it's a tool, not a fix.
It's a tool. And I think it's the same way with anything that has things to do with weight loss.
Yeah, there is no such thing as something you can take or inject and then live exactly as you always have. Yeah. And lose all the weight you want to.
You're going to have to give up something.
Yes.
And I don't like to give up anything.
Well, she's found a balance at this point.
Yeah, that being sick, IBS, just a fucking couple.
Discipline has been forced upon you, I think.
Yes, I have learned my lessons this year. It's like, oh, so my body really does tell me what the fuck to do. I don't tell it what to do. Right. I am a slave to my body. And after it took, 44 years for me to say, okay, yeah, you're right. You tell me what you need and when you need it. Yeah, you tell me when you've had enough.
Yeah, you've learned from what do they call it, negative reinforcement.
Yeah. I'm one of those bitches that
I don't want to feel like shit, so I'm gonna do something right here.
Yeah, man, I almost died yesterday. maybe I shouldn't do all that shit that I did. Holy shit. I'm on the toilet all day today. I dehydrated damn near. I need to go to urgent care to get 2 bagfuls of hydration because I ate that fucking Chinese food the day before. Maybe I shouldn't eat all that Chinese food. Like, my body has made me really learn some hard lessons this year. And I think I've just decided, yeah, so lay off the people who are just trying to, yeah, I will say this, okay,
Oh boy.
on the flip side. I don't think that skinny bitches should be on Ozempic so they can lose 15 pounds. That I agree with 100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, go let that diabetic person over there with one leg have that fucking Ozempic that you have.
It's an easy way to lose weight. Just
Yeah,
your feet cut off.
now these housewives, I will say, I don't think that they should. I mean, half of them look so bad because they did have enough weight to lose anyway. I think that you can take laxatives, eat salads for like 2 months straight and lose your 15 pounds. Because they're only losing like 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, they're not going through like body transformations.
Yeah, they're not.
It's just tweaks.
It's just tweaks. That I can see people getting a little bit angry about.
I guess.
But the person that's 550, go on ahead and let them have that Ozempic.
Do what you got to do.
If you see a coupon for it, maybe you should mail it to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's okay. That's okay. So that is all we have for this week. Just a reminder that you can hear me every Monday on Pinkshade Podcast as we break down every episode of
all the lockups.
All the lockups. And you can also catch me on Wednesdays. Actually, this is the last Wednesday that we're doing it. We are breaking down the final season of The Family Chantel. This week is actually the series finale. So, DM us.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.